Video Part 6 Contemporary Linguistics An Introduction Written by William O'Grady, Michael Dobrovolsky, and Francis Katamba. This book is published by Longman, Pearson Education, 3rd edition, printed in 1996. Chapter 7 Semantics The Analysis of Meaning Part 2 The Conceptual System Metaphor Continuation, pages 278 up until page 279. Narrated by Evi Sayono. In video 6, we are still going to be discussing the conceptual system, just like in video number 5. Within the conceptual system, first we have fuzzy concept and graded memberships. Concepts have an internal structure, with the best prototypical exemplars close to the core and less typical members arranged in successively more peripheral regions. Many concepts expressed in language are not rigid notions with precise and clear-cut boundaries. They are characterized by internal structure that recognizes degrees of typicality as well as by fuzzy boundaries that makes categorization uncertain in some cases. Under conceptual system, there is also metaphor. Spatial metaphor is also discussed in this video. What is spatial metaphor? The examples is like using the word up and down to express emotion. Also, using the word up for health and life, and using the word down for sickness and death. Referring back to page 278, sample sentences number 13. Example: You are wasting my time. This gadget will save you hours. How do you spend your time these days? And so on. Here is the explanation. 2.2 Metaphor. The words that we use in speaking about time suggest that it is conceptualized as something concrete, a commodity that can be saved, wasted, and invested just like other valuable things can. What is the basis for the metaphor that determines how we talk about time? There is apparently no objective, inherent similarity between time and commodities such as gold or money. What brings these two concepts together is the perception, based in part on culture and in part on the subjective feeling that the passing of time is like the passage of valuable commodities from one hand to another. A spatial metaphor. Another very prevalent metaphor in our language involves the use of words that are primarily associated with spatial orientation to talk about physical and psychological states. Table 7.6. The basis for these metaphors appears to lie in our physical experience. Unhappiness and ill health tend to be associated with lethargy and inactivity. Table 7.6 Metaphorical use of spatial terms. Emotions. Happy is up, sad is down. Examples in sentences. I'm feeling up, I'm feeling down. That boosted my spirits. He fell into a depression. My spirits rose. Her spirits sank. You're in high spirits. He's feeling low. The height of ecstasy. The depth of misery. That gave me a lift. That depressed me. Physical health. Up is health and life. Down is sickness and death. Examples. He's at the peak of health. Lazarus rose from the dead. She's in top shape. He's sinking fast. He fell ill. She came down with the flu. Her health is declining. She's feeling under the weather. The basis for these metaphors appears to lie in our physical experience. Unhappiness and ill health tend to be associated with lethargy and inactivity, which often involve being on one's back, in brackets, physically down. In contrast, happiness and good health are often correlated with energy and movement, which involve being on one's feet, in brackets, physically up. These few examples illustrate a more general point about language and meaning. The innumerably many concepts that we express through language do not all exist independent of each other. Rather, many concepts are structured and understood metaphorically in terms of notions more basic to our physical and cultural experience. Thus, time is understood in terms of a commodity metaphor, health and happiness in terms of a spatial metaphor, and so on. By studying how concepts are represented in language, we can gain valuable insights into the role of experience and metaphor in the human conceptual system.